afternoon. My name's Travis Bradley. I'm here with the Couch Utica. We are interviewing
Ricky Turner.
Ricky Turner. So Ricky, how long have you lived in Utica?
Pretty much my whole life. I live right outside of Utica, but my whole life I've lived here. So.
Yeah, and your experience, has it been generally positive?
It's been, to be honest, I didn't like it so much earlier on, but it's like, it kind of grows on you in a funny way that, I was planning on moving out, but I kind of decided to stay just because it grows on you in a really strange way.
Yeah. What would you say, in the years you've lived here, what would you say is like really stuck out to you, like something you're really thankful for that you feel like you wouldn't find somewhere else, other than Utica?
I like that it's a small, kind of like quirky city with, some interesting places where, you can really like the coffee shops and things. Like when you're, like when I was starting out, I didn't want to play any huge shows or anything, so it was nice to have these coffee shops with people willing to come and let you play and things like that. Just the small community of artists and things like that has been really good.
Now you mentioned a few shows, and I see you got your guitar with you. I'm just gonna take a stab at it and assume you're a musician. Did you find, being a musician, is it hard getting yourself out there in a place like Utica, or do you feel like there's a good ratio of population to artists?
It's a little difficult just because since it is sort of a small community, finding people that like certain kinds of music is a little difficult. But people are generally pretty open-minded, so I'd say it's been good. It's a little difficult, because there's not that, you can't go too far in a small city, but as far as starting out, it hasn't really, it hasn't hindered me, really.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, is there anything you would like to play for us?
Yeah, I'll play a song called Tornadoes. I wrote it probably a couple of years ago, so it's an older song, but yeah, let me just go ahead. All right. Sarah Jane was a friend of mine. Every week I saw her smile through some wooded hunter's paths, scratchy thorn trails on our calves. This is the greatest day of my life. This is the greatest day of my life. I remember Benjamin, my first and only friend back then. We'd hide in hay bales in a bus. No one knew that spot but us. This is the greatest day of my life. This is the greatest day of my life. Every day you learn something new. With learning, life gets harder too. I grew and learned, and one day I said, if this is living, I'd rather be dead. 'Cause I don't like who I am anymore, no. I don't like who I am. I don't like who I am anymore, no. I don't like who I am. If tornadoes are the wrath of God, I must have done plenty wrong. I've got tornadoes of my own, and they've torn apart my home. If tornadoes are the wrath of God, I must have done plenty wrong. I've got tornadoes of my own, and they've torn apart my home. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know who I am anymore, no. I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am anymore, no, I don't know who I am.
Wow.
Thanks.
That was very impressive.
Thank you.
And I don't offer compliments out that easily.
Thanks.
I think that's just a testament of, you know, the talent and the wealth of, you know, artistic creativity in Utica. And I really appreciate you coming out here today. Is there any last words you'd like to share with anybody who might be watching?
Not really. I
Not
think
really?
that's about it.
Okay, that's
All right.
awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you so much for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.